Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Bible in our year as part of discipling. We're reading from Exodus chapter 17, um, and God allows for the Israelites to drink water from the rock. From the desert of Sin, the whole Israelite community journeyed by stages as the Lord directed and encamped at Rephidim. Here there was no water for the people to drink. They quarreled, therefore, with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with us? Why do you put the Lord to a test?" Here then, in their thirst for water, the people grumbled against Moses, saying, Why did you ever make us leave Egypt?" Can you imagine? Where some people you get them out of a mess and they're like, "Why did you get me out of that mess? I really, really wanted to stay in that mess. At least I'd rather the devil I know." Okay. Here then, the first, um, why did you ever make us leave Egypt? Was it just to have us die here of thirst with our children and our livestock? So Moses cried out to the Lord, "What shall I do with these people? Like a little more and they will stone me. I'm literally over them, God, for real." Then God answered Moses, "Go over there in front of the people along with some of the elders of Israel, holding your hand as you go, the staff with which you struck the river. Mhm. I will be standing there in front of you on the rock of Horeb, in Horeb. Strike the rock, and the water will flow from it for people to drink." This Moses did in the presence of the elders of Israel. The place was called Massa and Meribah. If you I'm sure you've heard about the waters of Meribah. The waters of Meribah. This is what really the waters of Meribah is. And Meribah is a Hebrew word that means quarreling. Because, yeah, that's where the Israelites were complaining a lot at the waters of Meribah. This place was called Massa and Meribah because the Israelites quarreled there and tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord in our midst or not?" Mhm. Battled with the battle with Amalek. At Rephidim, Amalek came and waged war against Israel. Moses therefore said to Joshua, "Pick out certain men, and tomorrow go out and engage Amalek in battle. I'll be standing on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand." So Joshua did as Moses told him. He engaged Amalek in battle after Moses and climbed on top of the hill with Aaron and Hur. As long as Moses kept his hands raised up, Israel had the better of the fight. But when he let his hands rest, Amalek had the better of the fight. Moses' hands, however, grew tired, so they put a rock in place of him to sit on. Meanwhile, Aaron and Hur supported his hands, one on one side and one on the other, so that his hands remained steady until sunset. And Joshua mowed down Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. So they won the battle. Then Moses said to then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this down in a document as something to be remembered and recite it in the ears of Joshua. I will completely blot out the memory of Amalek from under the heavens." Moses also built an altar there, which he called Yahweh Nisi, for he said, "The Lord takes in hand his banner. The Lord will war against Amalek through the centuries." And this is where we get the name Jehovah Nisi, Yahweh Nisi, El Nisi. It's the God, the Lord, my banner. It's God who is my flag. He's the one who is seen before me, based on this war against the Amalek. We continue chapter 18 in the next one.